Hey, shalom. Here we are, continuing with our directed Hebrew immersion in the book of the prophets. We will be continuing our reading in 1 Kings chapter 12, starting with verse 22 tonight, or this morning, whatever the case may be by you. Let's just say a real quick praise. Modi'im anachnu lefanecha, Adonai Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avotenu, ve'Elohei Avraham, ve'Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, gam Eloheinu. כן יהי רצון כי הלילה הזאת אנחנו יכולים ללמוד טוב בעיניך. תשלח נא אדוני את ברכות משמיים ממעלה על כל תלמודי, על כל אשר שומעים את קולי. וכל הדברים האלה אנחנו נברכך בזכות ישוע המשיח. All right, let's get started, shall we? All right. So I hope that's big enough to see. Let me see. Do I zoom in on that? There we go. Okay. So here you can see he's on his knees praying. And now we'll zoom in. Verse 22. Vayhi devar ha-Elohim el Shemaiah ish ha-Elohim lemor. Okay. Vayhi devar ha-Elohim. So the word of God was. So here you can see we've got Yehi is it will be, Vayhi is and it was. All right, I had to kill PowerPoint. Interesting. You know, LibreOffice is looking good, Gary. So anyway, the Vav conversive changes the aspect. Vayhi and it was. Devar ha-Elohim. Construct chain. The last word is definite with ha. It imputes its definiteness. So the devar, the word of the God, or the word of God. So vayhi devar ha-Elohim. Then the word of the Lord, or the word of, in this case, the word of God, was El Shemaiah, unto this guy, Shemaiah, Ish HaElohim. The man of God. Lemo, saying, verse 23, Emo el Rechavam ben Shalomo, Melech Yehuda. Emo, this is an imperative, a command formed from Amar, to say. So say, El, and by the way, you notice it's Emo, it's not Daber. The rabbis say that Daber is a stronger term, and Emo is a lighter term, like not quite so strong. So say El unto Rechavam, that guy, Ben Shalomo, the son of Solomon. And you notice it's the son of Solomon. In our construct chain, because the last word is a proper noun. So it's definite. And it imparts its definiteness to the whole chain. In this case, one word. So it's the son, Ben. Bain is son, Ben is son of. The son of Solomon. Melech Yehuda. It's the proper name, so I made it gray. And it's going to impart its definiteness. So we say the Melech, the king of Judah. Ve'el kol Beit Yehuda. Definiteness imparted. So, and unto all the house of Judah. It's the because Judah is proper, Yehuda. Uvidyamin, v'yeter ha'am lemol. And Benjamin, and it's a u here because of the bump schwa rule. V'yeter, and to the remainder of ha'am, the people. So the last word is definite, this time not from being a name, but simply because it has ha. The definite article makes it definite. So the first word has to have the on it, right? So, and the yeter, the remainder of the people, lemol, saying, Ko amar Adonai, lo ta'alu, velo tilachamun, im achechem, b'nei Yisrael, shuvu ish leveto, כי מאיתי נחיה הדבר הזה. וישמעו את דבר אדוני, וישובו ללכת כדבר אדוני. Long verse. Ko amar Adonai. This is a very enigmatic phrase. You gotta know what this means. This is the famous "Thus saith the Lord." Okay, literally what it says is Ko, such, Amar, said Adonai. Such said Adonai. Okay, but this is what gets translated in the older Englishes as "Thus saith the Lord." Lo ta'alu. Here's a command. Lo, not al, but lo, not ta'alu. The verb is ayin, lamed, hey, and the hey has gone away, so Allah to go up. The tav at the front tells us it's probably you. It could also be she, but what gives it away is the u at the end, that's plural. So it's you all. Y'all. Lo, y'all. Allah, go up. You all shall not go up. Velo tilachamun. Ve and lo, not tilachamun. This is a great word. So let's mark the parts that show us who it is he's talking to. It's going to be you all again, still, right? Okay. And then we've got, what's the root? Well, the root is lacham, it's to fight. And this usually shows up in the nifal, and it is in the nifal. You can see this dagesh here. This guy is showing us that there was a noon there in ancient times. It would have been tin lachamun. See? But people don't like to say the noons. The N sound sandwiched in with another letter, so that became tilachamun. Okay, so that's telling you it's the nifal binyan, the nifal. If you'd like to learn more about the binyanim, check out my playlist, language snippets. Look for the menorah. There's a one with a picture of a menorah, and that shows you how the basic verbal system works with nifal, hefil, pl, pu, al, hofal, hu, etc., etc., all that good stuff. So velo and not tilachamun, and you shall not fight. Paragogic noon. This guy is like an exclamation point. So you have your word, and that extra noon at the end, it's telling you this. You shall not fight, right? So, lo ta'alu, you shall not go up, velo tilachamun, and you shall not fight. Aim achechem, aim with. Ach, well, you know, ach, like we say, achi, hey, my brother, or achoti, my sister. The chem at the end is y'alls. Or if you're from New Jersey, Utes with Utes, you allses. Okay? With y'all's brother, with y'all's brothers. Bnei Yisrael, the children of Israel, right? You, Judah and Benjamin, don't go fight with Bnei Yisrael. Since it's a name, it's definite. Imparts its definiteness to the whole chain. So it's definite. So it's not just children of Israel, it's the children of Israel. Velo tilachamun from tin lachamun. Aim achechem b'nei Yisrael. Shuvu, go back, return. This is imperative plural form. Ish levetro, each one to his house. Shuvu, go back, return, ish, each one, or literally a man, le, to veto, the house of O. Bayit is house, and bait, this is technically construct. Whenever you put a suffix on the end of a word, you first put the word in the construct state. That's the way that you say of, right? So I'll mark it just so you can understand that. It'll be a bit obvious. So literally, what it says is to house of him. And since him is a suffix, it's definite, it's imparting its definiteness to this word. To himself. To his house. But we don't have to say the house of him, right? He, because, or for. Me'iti nihye hadavar hazeh. May, from. And it's not me, et, because of this aleph. He cannot take a dagesh. From eat with e, e, me. For those of you on cell phones, you go. May eat thee from with me. Nihye hadavar hazeh. Okay, so here's our verb. Let's see if you guys can figure out what's going on with this verbal form here. What's happening here? So the verb is haya. You might at first, when you see that noon, think we will be. Haya is to be, right? Nihye, we will be. But actually, this is the nifal preformative. And up above it disappeared. It was tin lachamun, and the n went away. But here it's still there. Nihye. Okay. So it was, right? Or it came to be. What's the subject? Hadavar hazeh. The word, the this one. Noun and adjective. And remember, whenever you have an adjective and a noun in Hebrew, they have to agree in three things. One is gender, two is number, so that's singular or plural or dual, and third is definiteness, right? So if there's a ha on it, you got to have a ha on both. All right, well, it has to be definite. It doesn't have to necessarily be a ha on both, but they both have to be definite. So ha davar, the word, the matter, ha ze, the this one. It looks terrible zoomed. Vayishme'u et devar Adonai. So Shema, and that Yod tells you it's third person. So here they. The U at the end, that makes it they. Yishme'u is they are listening. They are hearing or they will hear. They will listen. And then the Vav is our wonderful Vav conversive. It's going to change the aspect. Vayishmeru, and they listened. They heard et devar Adonai. The definiteness will be imparted. Boom. So the devar, the word of Adonai. Vayashuvu. So shuv is the root. We saw it in the command form right there. Shuvu, return. And now it's missing its middle root letter, although it's represented with the kibbutz. The Masoret's added it for us. The yod makes it third person. The u makes it they. Yashuvu, they are returning, or they will return. But the vav conversive changes the aspect. Vayashuvu, so they returned, and they returned. Lalechet, this is the infinitive of going, right? Walking. Going. Kidvar Adonai. Definiteness. Shared. And that kaf is our inseparable preposition, like or according to Davar Adonai, the word of the Lord, which means his command. They obeyed him. Ooh, nice. Let me see. Oh, that's from last time. Ooh, I like those notes from last time. Pretty. Right? What happened? Oh, okay. It's resumed in. Uh, all right, let's see. I need a drink. I'm going to just let it keep going. And if you have any comments or questions, I will be here. Type your comment or question, process, finish your notes. And we're back. Okay. Let's do another verse. Verse 25. Vayiven Yerovam et Shechem Har Ephraim. Vayeshev Bah. Vayetze Misham. Vayiven et Penuel. Okay. All right. So the verb here, bana, is a lamed hey verb. The hey has gone away. Just a real quick review on that nomenclature. You may see this sometimes. You may hear someone talk about lamed hey or pei aleph or ayin guttural. What this means, this is just old rabbinic notation for Hebrew grammar. So I want to show you. If you have a Hebrew verb, usually it consists of three root letters. Okay? And Christian grammars will often refer to the first position as one, and the second radical, the second root letter is two, and the third is three, using Roman numerals like so. Okay? But the Jewish way is to model the verbal stem, pardon me, it's a root, not a stem here, is to model it after the word pa'al, which means to do. It's where the word for verb comes from, to do. And so the Jewish way considers the first letter is the pei letter. The second letter is the ayin letter. And the third one is the lamed position. Okay? So if I have a verb, we'll say bana, bain, noon, hey. Okay, that's so great. Let's align that better. Okay. Then the bait is the letter that is in the pay position. See here, the pay position or the first position is a bait. The ayin position is a noon, or the second position. The third position is a hey. So verbs that end in hey, we call them lamed hey verbs. The notation in Hebrew is like this. Okay, lamed hey verbs. That means there's a hey in the third position. Boom, right there. Lamed hey verb. You could have also called it third position hey verb, right? You hear about ayin gutturals. You're like, but what? Yes, I know ayin's a guttural. Well, what that means is there's a guttural in the ayin position. Okay? So this word is a lamed hey verb, bana. So in the lamed hey verbs, the hey oftentimes goes away. And that's what has happened here. Okay? So our root is beit, noon, and hey. But the hey has gone away. The yod is telling us it's he. He. So yiven is he is building or he will build. And then we have our wonderful da 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 vav conversive. Changes the aspect. And now we have vayiven, and he built, or so he built. And he built, who's the subject? Yerovam, et, we don't translate, Shechem. That's a name. Behar Ephraim. Construct chain. And since that last word is definite, it's a name. I'm trying not to talk while I draw. Then the whole chain is definite. So, ha, we know, means mountain. So, the mountain of Ephraim, Mount Ephraim. And the bait, da, 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 our inseparable preposition in Mount Ephraim. Vayeshiv ba. This is the verb yashav, to sit or to dwell. Yeshiv, he is sitting, or he will sit. Vav, conversive. So he sat, or so he dwelled. Bah, in, ah, in her. Or in it. Vayetse. So yetse is he's going out, or he will go out. Vayetse, and he went out. Oh. Misham. That's min, meaning from. Sham, from there. See what happened there? We had our min, it became mish sham, from there. Vayivain, same form we had up here, and he built et, we don't translate, penuelo. Any comments or questions? Oh yeah, I didn't gray out year of year of Now you see why we need the et for what he built? Because penuel, it's a proper noun, so it's a name, so it's definite. So when the object of the verb is definite, it has definiteness, then you need the definite direct object marker. If the object is indefinite, like he built a city, if it just said vayiven, yeah, we don't need et. We wouldn't say et er. Only if it's definite, like ha er, then we would. So look, I'm so grateful to all of our patrons. If you'd like to become a monthly supporter, please sign up for my Patreon. You can also sign up for free over there if you just want to see what's going on. But you can sign up for a monthly donation. We have different tiers, And that's very helpful. That helps us keep doing what we're doing. Or if you want to do a one-time gift, or some people they like to just kind of manually do it themselves over on PayPal, you can. Just please select for friends and family if you do it that way. And if you're here in the Philippines, if you want to send a Pay Maya donation, you can send it to Hebrew, and I will get that. Shazam! How nifty is that? The whole country, we are the Pay Maya Hebrew. True. I'm a Hebrew, so it works. Although it's kind of an archaic term, nobody really uses this anymore, right? Although it's almost like in Russian, Yevrei. The word for Jew in Russian is Yevrei. Doesn't that kind of sound like Hebrew? Ivrei, Yevrei, right? I bet it came from that. Interesting. Okay, I'll let you guys go. I think that was a solid push forward. Last time we didn't do as many slow and steady. This time I decided to not belabor all the details and to go a bit quicker, hoping that everybody can enjoy and learn and move forward. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for our Chetuvim studies in Kohelet. Shalom, shalom.